That's Koala before they added the bombs.
So I should take out the slids and clean it up a little bit. Make it harder to score.
I bet that'd be really frustrating.
That koala didn't even have eyeballs.
Yeah, I would.
Oh wow, you couldn't even go through.
Well, because it was called Geodude originally. That was a big source of like fake contention, was whether or not it was Geodude or Koala.
On that last map, I wouldn't let Blue boost from behind the gates, or at least make him closer so they have to go through the gates.
That's a good call.
And can I play? Can I sign for someone?
Yes, you may. Give me 1 second. Alright, cool.
Ooh, if we want to play Zeller's map again, we can. He changed the boosts.
Oh yeah, I never actually asked after we tested it, but did anyone have any like gripes with my map or things that they would like to see worked on?
Which
That
one?
was Cardigan, the one with 3 gravity
Yeah.
wells.
I think someone said I could like maybe the top left and bottom right gravity wells were a little bit too much. That's all I remember.
3, 2, 1.
3v4.
I find it kind of hard to comment on that map because I think it used the gravity wells pretty well, but I just don't like gravity wells, so I don't really.
This
Can't
map
really say anything.
immediately reminds me of Angry Pig. Like a lot of Angry Pig.
Yeah. Like, the problem I want to add with this map is that it's very, very balanced, but there's nothing new at all.
The name is good.
Yeah.
I will. The name's great. I mean, it works. It's a solid map.
Yeah, I like it.
I enjoy it.
But I don't know. Does anyone else get that vibe that it's pretty much Angry Pig? Or at
Not
least
at
very
all.
similar in a lot of respects.
Not at all.
I think
it has
that
like
this-
the enemy team boost near you on like the right side, and then
It's more chasey, but the way the power-ups are positioned, the way the boosts are positioned, even this gate is kind of like the tunnel in Angry Pig.
yeah, I really don't think it's the same at all.
No.
It reminds me a lot.
It doesn't play
maps
the
have to be
same.
really similar for
The-
them to play
the
anything
middle's
like
very
each other,
different.
to be honest.
The middle's very different, but I feel like the top plays pretty similar, and I feel like defending in base is similar.
I feel like there's only so many shapes that maps can be.
Well, no, I'm not. Of course, it's like it's more than the shape. I mean, I'm talking about the way the gates, like the gates, make it feel like the tunnel, and I feel similar defending in base that I do defending in base with that map. It's just my feeling. I mean, you know, like,
Yeah, no.
I feel like in
Whatever.
general people think maps are too similar to each other, because like even if something is slightly different, then it plays totally different.
Oh yeah, I remember
At a
that
high
happened
level.
with Super Duper Stimp. Everyone thought it was going to play just like Hyper Reactor because it was shaped vaguely the same.
Exactly, that's silly.
Granted, the last thing I ever remember Raven513 ever saying on Pro was he complained that map was going to be chasey as fuck. That was the last thing I ever heard him say.
Rest in peace.
Yep, ripping pepperonis. Now you're in a frat. And I really like the layout of this map. I like the way the islands work. I don't think they're too ridiculous for flag carriers.
Yeah, and changing lanes can be pretty fluid.
Yeah, I do wonder if this map was in rotation for a little while, if offense would figure it out. But that's something that's really hard to predict, I guess.
What do you mean?
Like I was saying earlier, like some maps, like the two I really think of are like Velocity started out really balanced and has gotten very chasey, and Smirk started out obnoxiously defensive and has gotten pretty balanced. Like offense can kind of figure a map out and get a lot better. And I don't know if this map would do that, but the presence of islands is always potentially a problem, but I don't think it's a problem right now. It seems to be playing okay.
Yeah, but all the islands boosts that you can go around them with.
Yeah.
That's not really a problem.
Yeah, the defensive boost is pretty nice. Please.
Yeah, I got nothing to say. No criticisms.
I wouldn't be upset if this was put in rotation.
Yeah. I feel like non-map makers would be.
Really?
Why?
They'd all say it's too similar to everything else.
Well, whatever.
Wasn't there a lot of public support for this one? Or was that a different map?
There was
I
a lot of
think
map maker support for this one for sure.
There's a lot of, yeah. I don't know.
Some people want to say it's too open. Like the lanes aren't too defined.
I think there's always like a difference between what map makers like and what the public likes. Like
I don't see anything the public could really complain about on this map. It's got some team elements with the gates. It's got some nice defensive boosts.
Yeah, I
no,
think it's
people would
well-rounded.
get over themselves really quickly. But
I think it's
Yeah.
well rounded for sure.
yeah,
This would be one that'd stay for a while.
yeah, like Moose in your ear.
Yeah,
Probably muted himself.
Yeah, the
I did, as usual.
the dragon map you put in the sub
Yeah.
looks cool.
Bowtie, I think people complain about
Looks cool.
Flame because it's like super defensive and they aren't good enough at offense to get out, even in pubs.
I like that map.
What's next? Wow.
Not that Flame is